Hello. I want to make sure you all hear me. And I've got a serious question to ask. And my question is, what have we done? What has humanity done that is so terrible? Okay, what is? Why are we as a whole experiencing what we are experiencing right now? What have we done as a whole? I know the majority of humanity does not deserve what is happening to us. I know the majority of humanity does not, because within us, there's love. We're humane. We're still humane. Okay? So I'm wondering why we all, as a whole, have to suffer. Why do we all have to suffer? Now, I'm not saying this to you all. I'm not. If you're watching this, I've got my comments turned off again. I'm throwing my question out there to the universe and to whoever else is listening. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's right that humanity as a whole has to suffer. I don't. It's not right. I feel that in my spirit. It's not right that we as a whole have to suffer because of the handful of some. And and really, it's not the race of humans. It's not the race of humans that is to blame for what is happening on this earth. It's not. And you know it. But we are getting the blame. We are getting the blame. Okay, we are. We are among the created beings that are on this earth. We are. And you know it. But we've done nothing. We've done nothing to deserve all of this. We haven't. You may say, Gina, why are you questioning? Because I feel within my spirit I need to ask this question. Because there are a lot of things that's happening to humanity right now. Our world is being turned upside down. And humanity as a whole is being targeted. It's being targeted. And we've done nothing as a whole to deserve what's being done to us, okay? We haven't. Okay? It's like when you're in a great big group of people and you may have a few, only a handful of individuals who act out. Is it just? Is it fair? Is it fair to blame every single person, even though they may had no knowledge of it whatsoever, but there were people among them who were planted there, people among them who fully knew what they were going to do, and everyone else got the blame, and everyone else was in trouble. So that I want to know, what have we done as a race of beings? What has humanity done that is so terrible, so absolutely terrible, that we are treated the way that we're treated? What has humanity done? And I want you to be honest, if there's any honesty in you. And I'm not speaking to God, you all. I'm not. This question's coming right out there. Why don't you like us? Why don't you like humanity? Okay, why don't you? Are we not good enough? Are we not good enough? Are we so flawed beyond repair that we have to suffer? Are we so flawed beyond repair that we no longer deserve to more or less enjoy our lives? Are we? I don't think we are. We don't claim to be perfect. We don't. And you know, the majority of humanity accepts the flaws of each other. Why? Because we're not perfect. And we don't have to be perfect. We don't have to. Okay, we don't. And we don't have a problem with that. We make mistakes. Is there something wrong with making mistakes? Is there? Is it wrong for humanity to make mistakes? That's what I want to know. Is it wrong? Are we therefore considered lesser and undeserving? Are we? I don't think we are. I really don't think we are. The majority of humans are very humane. They are. And I do realize that there are some humans who aren't acting very humane. There are some humans who are no longer human among us. There are. But is it our fault? Is it my fault? Is it the other person's fault? Is it? Is it our fault that there are some humans who chose the wrong path in life? Is it? Can you blame the bulk of humanity, the whole entire race, for what some have done? Can you do that? Because that's what I feel is happening. We're all getting the blame. We're all paying the price of a few. It's not right. I'm not angry. I'm not upset at all. I just want to know. I really do want to know, and I want you to think about it very carefully. Think about what you're doing, what you are allowing to happen. Okay? Think about it. It isn't right. It isn't. And you know I'm telling the truth. And you may feel, well, it's the best in the long run. According to who? According to you and a handful of others, that it's best in the long run? If I had my choice, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. But as it stands now, you're taking that choice away from us, okay? You are, and we're being punished for our integrity, for our love for one another, for our love of nature, for our belief in a higher power. We just want to live our life. We just want to live our life like you do. We want to live our life. We want to enjoy our life. It does sadden me within. It does. I know you're watching me. I can feel you watching me. I see you watching me. And can you please think again? You don't have to go through with what you're doing. You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay to admit that, I've made the wrong decision. It's okay. We don't expect you to be perfect. We don't. We are very forgiving. Humanity's very forgiving because of the love that's within us. We all make mistakes. We've all been there. We've all done things that we wish we wouldn't have done. And I ask you, please, don't continue down this path. It's a path that you do not have to continue down, okay? You don't. You don't, I promise you, you do not have to continue down the path that you're on. None of you do. You don't have to. You don't. You can stop it all right now. You can stop it all right now. So, yes, I feel led within my spirit to speak up, and I'm doing it. With the love that's inside of me. Please think about what you're doing. You cannot blame the bulk of humanity. Okay? You can't. We're not perfect. We don't claim to be, and it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We're not perfect. You're not perfect. None of us are perfect. We don't claim to be. So, thank you for taking the time to listen. You all, if you're listening to me right now, I literally felt led within my spirit to speak up for humanity. I did. To who's watching on the other end. And we haven't done anything as a whole to deserve what's happening to humanity. We haven't. We're not perfect. We're not claiming to be perfect. We've made mistakes. We've made plenty of mistakes in our life. We have. We have stumbled. We have failed. We've got back up. We've done things we shouldn't have done. And you know what? We said sorry, okay? And then we don't do it again. Okay, that's all I'm trying to say. We're not perfect. None of us are. So with that being said, let me say this. Thank you for listening to the individual or individuals on the other end. Thank you for listening to what I had to say. I'm not angry. I'm not. Okay, I'm not angry at all. I just wanted to ask the question. And I just wanted you to think about it, okay? Think about what you're doing. Because it's affecting us as a whole. And it's literally, it's bothering us in our spirits, okay? We have a spirit within us, we do. And you know we do. You've got a spirit too, but we've got a spirit too, and ours is a loving spirit, a caring spirit, and a forgiving spirit. Okay, it is. So please think carefully about what you're doing to humanity. Okay, because there may come a point when this goes on too far, and then there will be no turning back. There'll be no turning back because you will have went way too far. And I don't want you to do that. I don't. Because I know within my spirit there will be no turning back. And then what will happen? Will happen, and it will be beyond humanity's control to stop what comes next. Okay, please. Don't do it. It's okay to stop right now. It is, and turn around and just continue forward. But please, if you continue on that path that you're on, and you keep going, you're going to hit a threshold where there'll be no turning back. There'll be no turning back. And again, I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm just asking you, please. We have not done anything to deserve this. Humanity has not, as a whole. Thank you for listening. And I'm going to come over here now on my YouTube channel. I am. Hello, you all. Thank you for listening. I felt led within my spirit to speak up. I did. To whoever was listening on the other end. Because we have, as a race of beings, we have done nothing to deserve what's happening. Okay, humanity as a whole has done nothing. And I think we need to speak up, is what I think we need to do. Okay, I've spoke up. Okay, I have. And so with that being said, let me bring this back here. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Thank you so much for joining, you all. Please give this video a thumbs up. I know it's a different video. It's a very different video for me to do, but I have to do what I feel led within my spirit to do. When I am prompted within my spirit, I have got to speak up. And I hope you understand. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you.